All right, let's do a sound check. I love you guys. Thank you. All right, can you guys hear me now? Let me know in the chat. No sound. Okay, hold on. Let's see what settings has to say here. Okay, cool. You guys are able to hear me now. Cool. Awesome. All right, let's wish everybody a happy Wednesday again. Happy Wednesday or Thursday, depending on where you are. I had to come in here today because we've had some rather interesting developments in the community and got some beautiful guidance around it. And I am going to share also what's going on energetically. I think I want to start with the subject matter that really brought forward this, really me coming in here today, and that is the subject of the dissolution of the WhatsApp group. So those of you who are members of my beautiful focus group, you know that a community member came forward and said, can I start a chat? And so that we can all connect with each other directly during the week, really in love and light. That's how it was presented to me originally. And of course I said yes, because it was being done with the intention of being in pure love and light. It did come to my attention yesterday and actually in the days previous that the group is no longer aligned with what the love train is, who we are, and there are some of you that I know are saying, what do I do? And so I leave this beautiful stuff to my guides. And here's what came forward. And I love this. So, and I don't talk about this a lot because I really often just jump in here and know that we are here because we were drawn together in light. So today they wanted me to talk to you guys about the Ascended Masters. So, and it's all going to tie in. This is going to be very quick. I actually am jumping into a channeled group with other Ascended Masters shortly. So, Ascended Masters are those who have transcended the requirement to reincarnate back into the physical world. So, most of the Ascended Masters, they guide and support us all from the spiritual realm. Okay. However, some ascended masters chose to incarnate into a physical body again in order to help humanity. Some started a YouTube channel called it the Love Train. All right. There are other ascended masters in physical form who are also in this community. Okay. So the ascended masters that are supporting our journey from the spiritual realm include, and I'm just giving some examples here, Mother Mary, Jesus is an ascended master, Buddha is an ascended master, Saint Germain is an ascended master, Archangel Michael, Metatron, and yes, Mary Magdalene. I want to make this message clear, and this came from Spirit. Mary Magdalene is not confused. That word and fear-based energy does not exist in higher levels of consciousness. We have ascended it. And the term confused was a term created in the third dimension to keep us separated from each other and to think that we were disconnected from source. So, for those of you who have been presented with a decision to choose the all-knowing wisdom of source versus the darkness of fear, we're going to do this together. We're going to take 3 deep breaths, go into your heart, inhale, exhale down to Gaia. Take another deep breath and inhale. Exhale down to Gaia. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale down to Gaia. Place your hand on your heart and say this with me. I know who I am. I know who I am. I know who I am. And I'm telling you guys, I know who I am and I know who you are. And you're all beautiful beings of light. And from that space, all you need to do is follow the light. There is only light. You found me and the love train by following the light. We have not been infiltrated. I want to repeat. We have not been infiltrated. You cannot poach from the light. You cannot poach from the light. We don't need a defense system. I've told you guys before, I don't need to police the love train. Why? Because in the higher dimensions, we don't need to defend against anything, because when we love ourselves so much and we love each other and recognize that we are all source focused into form, there is no need for defense. We do not need to test our strength. We did that in the third dimension. Now, anybody who thinks that we need to test, that there are any tests, that is a sign of a wounded inner child who during trauma created a false identity around, I can take it, or give me what you got. I'm strong enough to handle this. And they took that stance out of fight or flight instead of allowing the emotion that needed to be felt to come forward. And in many cases, it was anger. How do I know? Because I healed this wound in myself. I healed this wound in myself. It's continuing to heal, layers of it. This is healing currently in the collective consciousness. And I will be diving deeper into this for you guys. But I am telling you, we do not ever need to accept someone judging us or speaking down to us to prove our strength. All of your strength is within you. All of your strength lies in your love. We don't defend. We don't have to fight. We don't have to tar and feather anyone. And there was a soul in that group who felt separated from his divine being. And he only was looking for love. And this is not, by the way, this is not to create any shame, embarrassment, or anything towards any of you who I understand we're trying to help. But when someone is in a state of separation so deep, if the only thing that you are prepared to offer them is love, that's it. They weren't looking for solutions. They weren't looking to be judged based on what they're doing. And for that soul, I invite you to come to me directly and I will help you. I will help you. I will donate my time to you and I want you to come forward because I do understand and everything you're feeling is valid. Our feelings are always valid. And if we see another struggling and we don't know how to handle it, you guys, you never go wrong by just giving them love. Say, all your feelings are valid and I love you. And email Patty. She's got you. So this collective energy, there's no test. You don't need to do anything, by the way. If you are experiencing this or you feel like you're being challenged, right? Self-realization is standing in your power while the light, your light, illuminates all that is being healed and ascended into higher levels of consciousness. And this is the most important part. If you don't feel the power in the moment, that's fine. You followed the light here. And you are here in this sacred container of love and light. So even if you feel like you're on shaky ground today, if you had a bad day, I promise you it's going to pass. And you can just stand here in our light and receive the loving energy that radiates bigger, bigger, bigger in every now moment. Okay? Tomorrow is our beloved focus group. And someone tried to use deception and fear to poach light warriors from the community. Don't give away your power. That moment for me was like an energetic fart. It was a fart. It stunk in the moment, but it can't sustain itself because I know that all of our power is within and it's in standing in the light. So that's what I got to say on that subject. And I look forward to seeing all of you where we will continue supporting each other. And there is only light. There is only light. Light illuminates all deception, all things that are not true for us. And we create, everything's created from love and light. And you guys know that because you feel it. So let's talk about the Schumann. And anybody, by the way, if you're still struggling with a decision, you know how to find me. You know how to find me. I'm here for you guys. But there's only light. There's never another choice, not for us on the love train. By the way, I'm talking about us that we're here in the fifth dimension, anchoring in these energies because we already saw what was created out of love and light. If someone awakens and then chooses to keep re-experiencing the third dimension, go at it. Have a good time. We don't shit the bed in the fifth dimension here. We don't. We're about to create the most of a beautiful heaven on earth experience. Quantum leaps are happening. Like there's so much yumminess coming forward. I can't wait to share it with all of you guys. Again, let me move the melon here. Let's talk about the Schumann. Let's talk about our light. Some more. Like we didn't. This was day before yesterday. Okay, so, and this stuff, remember we talked about this unusual pattern here, and then we went into integration. Now, don't be fooled by this. So this was a little break in the light and the purging. Why? Because we need time to integrate these energies. And so to allow the integration, there's a break, and then you can see these again, these vertical lines, which mean purging. So we are purging some really heavy stuff right now, guys, which is why I'm able to have compassion for what just happened. I totally see what just happened and I understand it. My only concern is my love trainers and, making sure that you're standing in your power. And here's the coolest thing. Many of you did. You sensed a dense energy and said, this doesn't feel good. And you came back home and said, wait a minute, that smelled like a fart. I don't like that. So you are standing in your power. And so really feel that. And that makes me just so happy because you guys had the realization moving forward in the fifth dimension, we feel for the energy, feel energy, follow the light. Oh, that doesn't feel like light. Well, I know I'm not heading in that direction. It really is. That's what it comes down to. We feel. If something doesn't feel good, you're not in resonance with it. We don't have to do anything with it. Don't give it any of your power. Don't give it any of your energy. Stay in your power. So we're in this integration period. I'll tell you, I do want to share another big energy, dense energy that's being cleared for all. And this is really deep inner child. Like the inner child is a freaking light warrior right now. And it is commanding its own healing. All healing in the inner child, like 99.999% of it is being done on a consciousness level. Your human doesn't need to do anything. I share this information with you because when you have an awareness around it, it can help your human relax a little bit and not think you're going backwards. You're not stuck. You're not going backwards. You're not just going to continue to feel suffering and pain. You're not. The consciousness is flying forward so fast and it's just pulling up all of these things. But one of the things that energies that's being healed right now, and it is so specific and delicate, is the energy around blame. Because an inner child in a trauma creates an identity to blame so that it doesn't have to look at the emotion. And I'm going to be in the next group class that I'm doing on the 23rd, we're going to illuminate as much of this blame energy because when you're able to give your human an understanding around it, you allow the emotion to come forward and heal, and you are accelerating your own healing, right? I'm here to help you guys close that gap. I'm here to help you close because I closed it. I'm not talking about anything I haven't done myself. Okay. So anybody, if you feel blame was giving you any kind of a relief, we're going to dive really into that and unpeel that onion completely so that you gain an understanding. And that is what's coming forward. So you may feel, oh, wait a minute, like I got to double down or I'm weak. And again, it's a very intricate and very sensitive energetic that's being healed on a very high level of consciousness with all of your guides. And so if you know that this is an area where you need some extra support, hit me up for the information. The next group class is in 10 days, 23rd. It's Saturday, the 23rd at 12 noon Pacific. So yeah, thanks for being here, you guys. Thank you for trusting in your light. And for those of you who reached out to me, I got all of your messages. Um, Again, our light it can't be stolen. And what's really interesting on a higher soul level, this was a soul wound that I came forward to heal because before incarnating, my soul unknowingly gave its power away. And now what happens? You gain the realization, you can see it for what it is and stand in your power. So I know the noodle has the noodle is probably going, what? Don't go to your noodle, go to your heart. It'll never fail you. I love you guys so incredibly much. I am so excited for focus group tomorrow. There is a beautiful, we're taking a quantum journey yet again tomorrow. I love it. They're just like, we're focusing forward, guys. Let's go forward. This train is on a high speed, smooth ride going forward. And yeah, that's where we're at. So have a beautiful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And I'll see everybody tomorrow.